20 till 6 in the morning, and we got packed up in the rain here. It rained lightly all night long and dripped from the trees, so wet tent. Don't see a whole lot of opportunity to dry it out today. It's supposed to be the same kind of weather, so we'll see how it goes. Might have to find a shelter or something to get into until we can dry the tent. But nice night's sleep, no noises whatsoever. Just one angry squirrel. Didn't hear any moose come through, although there were stories that moose came through here in the morning and went into the pond and made a racket. So I didn't hear that yet. Maybe it happens later. Okay, so we're on our way. I'm going to try to get another 12 or 13 today. That's why I want to get an early start. We've got some big climbs coming up. Yeah, because it rained yesterday and then all last night, it's a soggy trail. All right, I've been climbing all morning through the last hour and a half through all the mud and stuff, and about half a mile from the top of Wyman Mountain and about 2 miles from a shelter, and I think I'm going to take some rest there. Feeling kind of worn down from yesterday especially, so need to eat some food and I guess get some additional rest. Okay, we stopped here at the Hall Mountain Lean-To, trying to chamois down the rainfly and get some food in me. We've come a little over 4 miles, which is great, and we got 8.5 to go to the target campsite, and we'll see how that goes. We've got to climb we got to go down a very steep descent starting from here, and then a little mountain, and then a big mountain, and past the top of the big mountain is the target campsite. So we'll see how it goes. Sun keeps trying to come out. I see peaking of blue sky. Maybe we'll get a better view. When I walked by the gun sight viewpoint, it was just clouds, so there's no use. But maybe it'll get better and we'll get some views in Maine finally. All right, stream crossing. This climb's turning out to be steep. There's some rebar steps and then a rebar railing. And just going up. So I just ran into a hiker I think I met back in Hot Springs, named Epsilon. He's hiking with a Labradoodle named Zed. And he told me he tweaked his knee a couple days ago and he's just been limping along, so he's trying to get into the next town. It should be down this mountain, so I think he'll make it, but made sure he had everything. Yeah, a lot of people starting to fall out. I talked to a young couple, Tight Pants and Gigi, who are hiking with a dog named Gunner, and they said they talked to Nancy back at the Five Corners where I stayed in Gorham, and said a whole bunch of people are just checking in the hotel and getting rides home. They're just done. This section's pretty tough, so all kinds of people falling out. Keep the fingers crossed and try to keep my joints together. All right, well, I think we topped out this little mountain, but it was a hell of a climb, and now we're going to pop down a mile or so to a shelter and get some lunch. Okay, well it's 1 o'clock and I stopped at the road to cook up some lunch after we waded that stream. A bunch of the rocks that you had to use to cross were underwater, so the shoes are really wet, but got across and ate some lunch. And then there were some hikers that were getting picked up, and they shared a Gatorade and a piece of pizza, so in addition, so I am well nourished. Well, after the Rebar, big rock steps, root and tree grabs to climb up, it's nice to have this section. There's a little respite on the way up. But the total climb for this mountain is about 2,000 feet, so we got some more to go. And this is our trail. And of course, at the steepest part of the climb, at the end, it's raining. All right, we've been quite a while in dark, wet, muddy. Basically, the trail was just a stream, and now we're here. It's a little more sunny, a little blue sky. Okay, we made it to our water source at about 4:30, and there's supposed to be there's a campsite here, but it's really muddy and not quite level. Far out comments have a campsite in point 1 that's supposed to be pretty good, so I'm gonna go there. I believe this is the campsite they were talking about. It's just off the trail. There's another little stream here too. Well, let's do it. It's 5 o'clock and the Serenity Shuttle has landed at trail mile 1955 for a 12.8 mile day. Included some pretty steep climbing and descending, and some rain again. So we're hoping that in the next day or so the rain will break and won't have to be shimmying down a wet tent and getting into it at night. Like to have some dryness. We'll see if we can get that. So I'm going to keep hanging in there. It is tough. You gotta put aside how you feel emotionally about it, because it's just beaten down, like the other hiker said. He's a triple crowner, and he said his body has never been so beat up as on this trail. So I got a little back pain and a little knee pain. I think I just strained a muscle in my back. And hopefully ibuprofen and then getting to town and getting in a bed will help with that too. So thanks for hiking with me, and remember, we're doing the impossible. That makes us mighty. Well, that was a first. So I woke up to something running over my arm, and there was a mouse in here with me. I eventually grabbed him in a bandana and threw him outside. Checked the tent floor all the way around, no holes. So my guess is he got in my pack somehow, either at one of my stops or as I was setting up my tent. It's been raining all night, and I'm hoping this new Nemo Osmo fabric holds up, because it's I'm definitely in a puddle, standing water under the tent. So I guess all we can do is try to get some sleep, because it's only like 15 till 10, and deal with it in the morning. It's gonna be wet tomorrow.